My name is Julian Wicks. I am 24 years old and I currently live in Brooklyn, New York. I am in New York City as a professional dancer and choreographer. Dance has always been a big part of my life. It's something that has made me feel like more relatable to society, and it was kind of the only thing that made me feel like I belonged. I actually grew up in Rochester, New York, and there was unfortunately no culture where I grew up. There was no diversity that could elevate my love for dance. Where I grew up, I would say there was no heavy population of African American culture or even Spanish culture. So I surrounded myself with my family a lot. You know, my mother is one out of 16 children. That's kind of where the love of rhythm came from for me, and I couldn't really express that because of my culture, my race, you know, what I stand up for now. I have been through so many different emotional roller coasters of trying to figure out who I am as a dancer. There's this misconception of you have to be a specific way. As an artist, we find each other authentic because we are original. I dealt with a lot of, oh, you have to be more manly or give a more mature look on camera, which I can do, but at the same time, I have loved experimenting on my feminine side. So I feel like it's important to experiment on both ends. It's difficult because when you're Black or when you're Spanish, as I am, it's easy to be put in a category because you are of a certain type. You would walk in to an audition and there would be 300 white men and there would be like 40 Black men. But it's beautiful because then I've gotten to move to New York and dabbled into the music industry in which there's a variety. I have gotten the pleasure of working with so many talented, wonderful artists. I remember this one time I applied as a dancer, but we were not told who the artist was. They just said, you know, congratulations, we want you. And I was like, fantastic, let's go make this money, let's go live our lives. And I showed up, and lo and behold, it was a rooftop party, and I was dancing for Demi Lovato, and I was so excited because it was not only a live performance, but it was a music video. That only just made me believe that where we're moving towards is something higher than what I can even imagine and grasp onto. At the end of the day, it ultimately still starts with the dancer. I know that, I mean, even though I'm not signed, I still work like I'm signed. You know, I book myself left and right just so I can keep myself at the front line. It gets challenging because being a dancer and being a choreographer, an artistic director, or creative director, or being behind the lens, those are multiple hats that you have to wear. And I feel like for me, it's only appropriate to know all surfaces of the industry that you're working in.